Good, beautiful Monday morning, and welcome to this episode of A Dog's Life. My name is John. I am your host. Am I really your host, though? Or am I just the catalyst through which the message comes? This is our collective journey of being better versions of ourselves. This morning, it has been on my soul to talk about taking ourselves out of the equation in our daily tasks and routines. Instead of getting caught up in what we perceive is the drudgery of our day, what if we took a totally different approach to how we viewed our day and what we do with our day? We can get so caught up in what we feel is routine that we quit looking at the difference we make and how other people perceive what we do. I have many friends in the healthcare field, so let's start with mental health. I have one certain friend that works with at-risk youth. She is a single mother to two beautiful daughters and is also a foster parent. Shout out to you. You know who you are. So what if she took herself out of the equation and looked at her day differently? What if she woke up, instead of looking at what she had to do, looked at it as the opportunity to make a difference? She wakes up with the opportunity to dress those three girls, to fill them with love and inspiration for themselves. And then she goes to a place where she works with youth. Instead of looking at trying to fix them, what if she looked at it from the aspect of maybe she is the only safe haven that person has, that youth has, that they feel that they can freely express themselves. When she goes home at night, what, instead of looking at the drudgery of getting the girls ready for bed, she looked at it from the standpoint of her foster child, and when was the last time this child felt safe enough in their surroundings that they could sleep without having to worry about yelling or screaming, about parents fighting. I have another friend that works in a domestic violence shelter. What if, instead of looking at it as having to do something, when she got ready to start her workday, she walked in knowing that the people around her felt safe because they knew that she was going to protect them from the things in the outside world that had brought them there. That they slept soundly for the first time in years because they understood that she was there awake at night, watching over, so they could sleep soundly for the first time in however long. To all my friends out there who are nurses, I don't think that part of the healthcare field is ever really about the doctors, even though they do the procedures. The nurses are the ones that are there interacting with the patients on a daily basis, making the patients feel safe, feel loved, feel secure in the health care that they're getting. What if the nurses stopped looking at it as the drudgery of paperwork and instead looked at the difference to each patient that they touch? The paperwork is just a catalyst to help the next nurse forward. I have a friend who's a manager at a gas station. What if she chose to look at her day rather than have to, or drudgery? What if she looked at it as my being here and making sure things go well gives people who are in a rush the opportunity to grab breakfast and gas in one place because their kids did not want to get up that morning, so they're running late. And having one stop instead of two puts their schedule back into what they feel is where it should be. I have a friend that has a catering business as a side job outside of a business that she owns. Instead of feeling overwhelmed with all of the holiday meals that she's going to have to make in a few days, what if she looked at it as an opportunity by her making those holiday meals? Maybe there are families that don't get to interact much and truly have time with each other. What if she looked at it as, I am freeing up time that they may rejoice and love together? Myself, I do home remodeling and such. What if I looked at it different? What if I looked at it from the point of, instead of getting frustrated with cabinets that didn't come in or plumbing that doesn't go together right, what if I looked at it from the standpoint that my actions are giving someone a kitchen that they had not had in ages? My actions are adding storage space in a small house that they never had before, so they don't have to feel so cluttered. What if my actions and concerns and pointing out stuff that needs addressed makes them sleep better at night because they feel that something was done correctly? What if you work on an assembly line and build cars? Building those cars and doing it with integrity gives someone else the opportunity to buy transportation to take their kids somewhere and feel safe that that transportation is going to get them there. You build semi-trailers? You taking pride in your work makes sure that that trailer pulls behind that semi correctly, that that truckload of food may go to the hungry people that need it. We all make differences around us that we do not even see, that we do not even think about. We get so caught up in our personal selves and our personal I and forget about the collective, the consciousness, the spirit that we are all a part of, how we're all here to help each other forward. I encourage you not to look at today with drudgery or feeling required or feeling like you have to do something. Start this morning off with the appreciation and love and excitement that you are doing something that is blessing someone else's life, that what you do makes a difference, even if you do not feel that way. If you're a server in a sit-down restaurant, you could say, what difference do I make? What if there's a father and daughter that comes into your restaurant not because they can afford a sit-down meal, but because they've not seen each other in 10 years? And this is their one time to let the past be the past. And your service, your understanding of being there when you need to be, but stepping away and letting them have that privacy, is what makes their reuniting even better. We all bless and serve those around us if we look at it correctly. I encourage each and every one of you, in any action you take today, not to look at it from the view of yourself, but look at it from the view of, how am I helping those around me? How am I lifting up and blessing those around me? Even going into the start of the holiday season, how am I helping those around me? Go through your closets and cupboards. Instead of selling things you don't want for a few dollars on the actual value, why not put that on a community page for people that don't have, that need? Put it on the community page and just say, hey, if you were lacking item A, I have item A. I would love to have the opportunity to bless you with it. Look through your community page and see who has asked for things that you may have in your closet that you never use. You just let sit there. Take yourself out of the equation today. Make it about being of service to the whole, to the collective, that we all live together, to making somebody else's life more beautiful. In doing so, it makes your life more beautiful. I promise. Thank you for listening. I am so blessed by each and every one of you. Go out today, not because you have to, but because you know that you are a difference, that you make a difference, that you are worthy of making a difference, that you are spreading love with every action you take.